Okay, it's the video for the Protocol Max. It's a portable DAC amp from Crinacle. Its claim to fame appears to be that it interfaces with his EQ tool, and you can pull or push EQ profiles for particular sets onto this device. I've done it successfully. I just took a video of myself doing it with the Asteria. I'm going to do that video. It's going to be connected to this so you can continue watching. If you comment below this video, this is the Canon Pro. This is one of the sets that was in the original style, but I'm not doing it like that anymore. So this was actually never sent out to anybody. The Protocol Max and the Canon Pro will go out together. This is something I was going to save for Christmas time, but I've actually got a lot of stuff coming in. So it's going to be a Merry Christmas anyway for Patreons, and also Patreons are for stuff that's over $500, but this is going to go out because nobody bid on this. So you get the Protocol Max and the Canon Pro, which I don't know what the MSRP on this is, but it's not affordable. I think it's over $300. So go ahead and comment below. You got to be a subscriber. You don't have to subscribe if you don't want, but I'm gonna look for that icon and pick from that. And that doesn't need to. You don't need to comment under the unboxing. But if you did already, you know what? Yes. I'm going to go there first, and then I'm going to come here because some people actually go through that whole thing. And I appreciate it. So I'm going to stop rambling, and this is going to transition right into the video that is with the demonstration. I screen recorded so that I can at times show you exactly how to navigate this site. And for a lot of you, this is like no big deal. And for other people, it's just a little bit above their internet IQ. They're very smart people, but they're not on the internet in this kind of a way. For those kind of people, I got you. This is a basic walkthrough of how to do it. And if it's something that's on his site, which has got more IMs than any on the internet, it's a very easy thing. And if it's something that you need to get from somebody else, you just need to download it and then upload it, and that's what I'll show you how to do and how to. Okay, it's cool. We got a video for the Protocol Max. It's a portable DAC amp. Released by CrinEar. I'm going to do a quick walkthrough of how to actually use this because some people have, this is no problem, and for a lot of people out there this is actually not such an easy thing. All you have to do is actually follow the instructions. So it's inside here and go to hangout.audio .graph. When you get onto here, let me turn this up. I'll screen record this. You're going to see it preloaded with the Daybreak. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to X this out because I don't need that. I'm going to connect to the device, which is up here on the top left. I'm going to select blue, USB device. I'm going to click like this. And now I've done that. I've dropped and I've seen it's exposed two more buttons. One is pull from the device. I want to get something from the device, what's currently loaded, or push to the device, which is something that I want to send. I'm going to create it and then I'm going to push it to the device. As he doesn't have the set that I want, so a lot of Crin has a huge collection of IMs on his database, but he doesn't have this set because it's very expensive and it's very limited and it's fairly recent. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to upload a FR, frequency response. I've got it right here. I'm going to open it, and then it just loaded it right there. Looks like it's got a lot of bass. It's actually not a really super bassy set. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a couple quick adjustments just for example. I don't need to do all of these. Boost wide, cut narrow is the general rule. I'm going to go with, I have to select the EQ model. And now that I've uploaded Asteria, it's right there. If I don't upload that, I'm not going to be able to select that because it has to reference something that's either loaded or available on his tools, so be aware of that. Now it's up there. Now I'm going to do two adjustments that should always be below the crossover point for the lowest driver. The first is going to be 35 Hertz, and it's going to be a gain of 2.5, and it's going to be a Q of 1, and then you can see the red, and that's what it looks like. I'm going to do one more adjustment, and this is for slam from 808s, and it's going to be at 55 Hertz. And this is another adjustment that will also fall below any cutoff point for any crossover that is filtering signals from the low frequency. It's very rare. I'm going to do a gain that's less than the 2.5. In fact, it's going to be about 1. And I'm going to do this Q of 0.8. And then that's what it looks like. I've done a boost. It looks like it's going out a little bit past 100. Effectively, it's pretty much centered around 55 and then below. So now I've got my adjusted EQ, and I want to load it onto the CrinEar, which is plugged into my PC right here. Now, this is the cable that it comes with, and I'm using a different one, so it will work with other ones. Now, I need to push this to the device, literally. I want to push this to that device, and I want to load it on. People have said, can you have multiples on there? Based on how this is, let me select this custom, because I don't even know what that does. I can disable it. So I think there's one at a time. Now I'm going to go ahead and push it, and if you look in the middle near the bottom, it's going to give me a green confirmation. PEQ successfully pushed to device. Okay, and then that OneDrive has, remind me in a week. Constantly. Now, I'm going to take what comes with the device. I'm going to open this up. That's you can freeze on that. My son's sick again. And I'm going to go to Spotify. And I think it's playing. Now, the set that I just... Now, let me unplug. Sorry. Let me turn you down here. So this is now disconnected from my computer because it's been adjusted. And it's been loaded with what I wanted it to be loaded with. I'm going to connect this to my iPhone 16 Pro Max. And then I'm going to load this on right here. And you can hear. Did that load in the low frequency? I'm not really checking that right now. I'm just confirming that is what that does. What I would like to check actually is this right here. This is a HiFiMan Aria, very much customized in a bunch of different ways. And I'm going to go ahead and no, don't dang me. Well, it looks like yeah, it doesn't have any problem driving. Now, that's a whole other argument whether or not something is actually driving it effectively. That sounds actually fine. That's about... I don't know if the volume control... This isn't... Sometimes some of these devices... that was with Android though. With iPhone, I don't know if it completely takes over, if I have to give this some kind of special permission. So I have loaded on the base for the Asteria. I already plugged that in, and I know that works because it did my previous one. So that's how you do it. Everything you need is right here on graphhangout.audio. You can stop or pause on something if you want. This is how it should look to you. It should be very easy. First you connect it. What I did and what works for me every single time is that if I have the device connected and then I start my computer or I restart it. A couple times when I just kind of hot swapped and plugged it in, it was saying paired, but then it was saying not recognized. It wasn't showing the pull from device, push device button. So it wasn't really connected. Then I just restarted it. And I started using the cable, just some generic cable that I always use in case you're worried about like losing or damaging that one. I always use this, works for every single DAP I charge or data transfer, and it works for Crin's thing fine. So if you're into EQ, this will do it. And it seems that it's going to hold a single one at a time. And if you want to share that with somebody else, I suppose that they could load that by giving them the QR code. Let me show one more time. In case somebody's got the hysteria and just wanted to do that. Now once I do that and go back. Okay, that's it. I'm out. Cool device, $89. Yeah, and I'm out.